Hey guys, today I'm in PELPLIN for the 5th part of the Cyklo series. As always, I'm riding the shorter race, so today it's 46 kilometers. The road is completely flat here. When it is completely flat, the wind can be an important factor, but today it seems like there is almost no wind, so it's good for me, because I, as a small rider, really hate wind, so I hope that it will be as windless as it is possible. Now I'm taking a closer look at the last corner of the race, because I remember from the last year that it can be dangerous, because on the exit of the corner there is in the middle of the road this paved section. There's even a mattress in case somebody goes too wide. So without a further ado, let's take a look at the highlights from today's race. So here we go. For the first half a kilometer we rode slowly right behind the pilot car, and after half a kilometer a proper racing started. So in this race there was a lot of breakaways attempts. Here you can see the first attempt right after 5 kilometers. Generally the whole race looked like that there were attacks all of the time. Every 2 or 3 minutes someone tried to get away from the main group, but no one was strong enough to go into a breakaway. So always after like a couple of 100 meters we caught the guys from the breakaway. For example, in this situation one guy attacked, another one joined him, and after that another one, and so on and so on. So it became quite apparent that this breakaway is starting to get too big. So we all sped up and we had to chase them down immediately, because if we let go a group of like 7 or 8 people, there is a high risk that we will never catch them again. And here you can see another attempt, and I just show you all of these attempts to present how many breakaway attempts were during this race. In this situation I decided that I will go in front of the group and try to chase the 2 guys in the front. I pushed really hard and we catch these guys after a really short time, but immediately after we caught them another guy attacked. So it was like non-stop. Everyone was fighting really hard and there were attacks again and again and again. The reason why the race looked like that was firstly because the race was completely flat. There was not even a single one hill, because when there is a proper hill everyone waits for it, and it is quite obvious that it will be a point where there is a selection. And here you can see a moment when there was a really strong attack. 4 guys got away, and to be honest, this was a very hard moment for me. It was middle of the race and I felt a little bit tired. As you can see, now I have 200 beats per minute, so I was pushing really hard. and as you can see, in a couple of seconds the guys started to passing me and I lost a couple of places because I was too tired to keep up so fast in the front of the group and try to chase the breakaway. But thankfully, after like 20 seconds, we all slowed down and I had a moment to catch a breath. And here we can see another attack. And another one. And even more attacking. And this is the moment when one of the guys rode into the back wheel of Łukasz Janic and broke a spoke in his wheel. So it's always like that in a race when there is a big group fighting for a win, that it becomes more and more nervous the closer we get to the finish line, and you have to be really careful not to crash or, like in the presented situation, ride into a wheel of another rider. And here we are riding through one before last corner, and as you can see, the guy in the front of the peloton crashes. And now we move on to the last straight. This is the last corner. Unfortunately, right before the finish, we caught a big group from the longer distance, so the finish was a complete mess. As you can see, the guys on the right side of the road are riding another lap, and we had only half of the road for the finish, so we had to be very careful not to crash.
Oh my god, this was the most hectic and nervous cycle race in my life, because it was flat and there was not much wind today. Everyone was feeling fresh and there was a big group of people that wanted to be right in front of the group. So we were fighting all of the time for the places. There were attacks every 2 or 3 minutes, and it was really hard to stay in the front all the time. Right before the last corner, we caught one of the groups from the longer distance, so on the finish it was a complete mess. I don't even know what place I finished. There are final results. I was 14th overall and 4th in age category, and I was only one place behind the podium in age category, so it could be a little bit better, but let's say that in such a hectic race I have to take the results as they are. The next Sunday I'm racing in Warsaw on Memoriał Królaka, so see you next week.